So, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our next fight of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome first to the blue corner, Carney. Here, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent boxing out of the red corner. Let's welcome Paul Hardman. Man, after listening to that tune, I want to eat some jerk chicken, brother. But ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 too-many rounds of boxing. Your boxer standing in the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he's wearing black shorts. Please make some noise for Carney. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent facing him, boxing out of the red corner. The one, the only, Paul Hardman. And it's your referee, Mr. Ryan Flood, in charge of the action.
Well, around ringside, I was asking people which fight they're looking forward to. A lot of them have said this fight, a lot of them. So I think we're going to get a brawl here, you know, because they're both quite aggressive. They like to be on the front foot. Paul's come in undefeated. We've seen him before, 2 wins, 2 fights. Kyle's got the draw and a loss, but he doesn't just come to fight.
Boxers are ready.
Come for a war.
Round 1.
We're going to see a good fight here.
Yeah, it's no secret this fight's going to be it's going to be a war. Both men are going to look to stamp their authority on the fight. They're going to come forward and they're going to go for it.
And you can see as well that they've both got a bit of skill as well. It's not just aimless. You know, they're both good at placing the shots. See, look, like, as I say there, a nice little lead uppercut, an unorthodox shot to throw. And they both look quite strong, don't they? Like they've got a good physical presence.
Yeah, but both strong. Paul there looks a little bit tense, just needs to relax a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's quite a tricky style to work out, this Kyle. He's quite tricky. He's switching a little bit. He's got an unorthodox foot pattern. You know, it's quite hard to time within 3 rounds.
Yeah, quite light on his feet, moving in and out.
And we've seen Big P in there before, and it looks like he's really settled down, because he used to come out there. Well, the first 2 fights he's had, he comes out quite fast. He seems to have settled down a lot, looking to pick his shots nicely.
Yeah, that comes with experience. You've got to have a bit more of a measured approach. And
that was a good shot.
Yeah.
That's the first one that got through really clean, the left hook. But yeah, it's an interesting clash of styles, this. They both do not mind taking one to land one. So you're always going to get entertainment when you see that. I think he's trying to set up a right hand over the top here.
Yeah, but Paul can't wait too long. That's what he needs to.
And those clean shots at the end of the round have probably won him the round for me. Paul, that is. They probably just won him the round because the clean ones got through at the end of the round there were from Paul.
Yeah, Paul finished the round well. I felt there was a period of that round where Paul was just watching Kyle. He's watching him a bit too much, but at the end of the round he started to land his
So
shots.
are you going the other way?
No, I'm going for Paul.
Yeah.
I think Paul won it, but I thought towards the end of the round he sort of got mesmerised a little bit. He's watching Kyle a bit too much, where, like you say, short round, short fight, you've got to go in there, you've got to throw your shots. And he did that at the end and he landed his shots. And I think if you're in Paul's corner, you've got to say, right, listen, this second round, get the fight by the scruff of the neck. Go out there and make a statement.
Well, talking of mesmerised, I'm sure you're all mesmerised by Dan's hairline.
Corners out.
And this is what PBL doesn't just bring good fights, it brings good hairlines to the table.
Boxers
and in we go into
ready.
round number 2.
Round 2.
And I think Paul just needs to keep doing what he's doing. He's come out here really fast. But you know something, we talked about a war, and it's descended into war now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think this is what Paul needs, so he needs to be going forward, he needs to be throwing his shots, he needs to be quite ferocious in what he's doing, but Kyle's no mug, Kyle can fight, and Kyle's coming back with shots like you'd expect him to.
Well, that was a good shot there, and Kyle landed a good one back as well. Generally, you want to let the ref do it. You do not want to be talking to the ref when you're in punching range.
No, you got to protect yourself at all times.
But he believes he was hit the back of the head, but you've got to just let the ref make those decisions. Tuck up. But that's a good shot there. Unorthodox shot, but it caught him nicely. Again, really well matched fight, isn't it?
Took the words out of my mouth. Really well matched fight. Really entertaining as well.
Because the action's coming in thick and fast, and what you've noticed a lot of fighters are looking up at the screen for the time as well, and I like that because they can plan out the round a little bit.
Yeah, but this is what I think about Paul. He's standing off a little bit too much. He's watching the fight go by, whereas you want him on the front foot. Kyle's dangerous. You want him on the front foot. You want him landing shots.
I think
there
Paul is doing the first 15-20 seconds fast and the last 15-20 seconds fast, isn't he?
Yeah. And you always want to finish the round strong because you want that to be fresh in the judge's
Get back, Shadrach.
But Paul, he's just standing off a little bit too much for me. I want to see him come forward, try and land his shots.
Yeah, good competitive round. That was a good right hand that went in over the top from Kyle. Interesting round.
Very interesting round, yeah.
Much harder to score.
It's a difficult round to score. I like Kyle. He's unorthodox. He's light on his feet. He's a good fighter. Both good fighters. Paul, I just feel after the fight, I think Paul, win or lose or draw, I think he'll look back at this fight. I think maybe he should have done a little bit more in the rounds. It's almost like you said, he starts the round strong, he finishes it strong, but he does a part in the middle where he just watches the fight go by a little bit. And like what you said before, short round, short fight, you've got to make it count while you're in there.
Corners out.
So we're going to go into the final round here. It could all be up for grabs again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we enter the third and final round. Boxers ready? Round 3.
And we saw a split decision in the last fight.
Good little overhand right there.
Oh! Big shot landed. And that could change the complexion of the fight. Good shot.
Just previously, Kyle landed a little right hand and then he lands it again and down goes.
You know what? He took it well. I know he went down, but he took it well in the sense that he got up and his legs weren't wobbly. Good fight. Like I said earlier, it just keeps giving. Oh! Big shot back. Big shot back from Paul. Come on, guys. Oh, he's landed another one. What a fight this is. And how pivotal a moment will that be? But Paul's landing some big shots now.
Oh, he's got him again.
doubled. And he's getting a standing 8. He's getting a standing 8 count here. And he has turned the fight round, hasn't he? He has turned it round, Dan. You know, this is why we love this format of the game. You've got 3 rounds, it's short and explosive, and you can turn the fight around. And he has done. And I said at the beginning there was going to be a war, and this is exactly what we're talking about. And you know what? He's coming back. Oh! Big shot from Paul. What a fight this has been. And Paul will not stop throwing. But Kyle is energized now. He knows he can hurt him.
What a fight.
What a fight this has been. I'll tell you something, the crowd's getting a value for money here. PBL14 is delivering. You got to take your hat off to both lads. We told you it was going to be a war, and it was a war.
Brilliant fight, brilliant respect afterwards.
Now that's entertainment. That is entertainment.
What a great fight.
Well, they're celebrating hard in Kyle's corner.
Look for me, I'm going Kyle.
Well, if you give the first 2 rounds to Paul, you might see a draw here. I don't think you will. I think Kyle's got it as well.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I'm just trying to give out any possibilities so people at home can think about the possibilities here.
The fight was close, and in the last round, where it mattered, Kyle pulled it out of the bag.
Yeah.
He put him down twice. He finished stronger. I'm going for Kyle. I think Paul done really well in the fight. He landed shots.
Both boxers to the centre.
Period to that fight, he didn't do enough.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a Kyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a boxing fight! Give him a massive round of applause. So, ladies and gentlemen, for me, that 3rd round was the best 3rd round we're going to see all night. It was fantastic. But, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we do have a winner, declaring it in the blue corner. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short interval. We'll be back shortly for Premier Boxing League.
Right, I've got Kyle with me here now. Look, that's one of the best fights we've seen for a long time, and especially that 3rd round. What a round it was. Hats off to both of you. But listen, you've come out with the win. How do you feel?
I'm fucking absolutely bouncing over the moon with it. I knew it was going to be a bit of a tough fight coming into it, but obviously I kept the composure straight. Took all them digs on the chin, take them all day, and just waited it out.
I mean, he started fast, he landed some good shots, but you turned it around in that 3rd round with the big right hand to start off with, didn't you?
But yeah, he kept catching me some very good shots, so he kept catching me off guard. But obviously in that last round, I weighed him up and I figured out what he was doing. So I just obviously listened to my corner men, added up the advice, and obviously just held back a bit. Then obviously got rid of fucking counter shot.
Well, look, when you see a round like that and a fight like that, people always talk about rematches. I know we don't want to talk about rematches too much tonight, but when you see a great fight like that, you think rematch, don't you? So would you do it again?
No, definitely, 100%, all day, every day, 100%. He's a good tough lad.
There you go, listen, he has gloves and will fight and will travel. All right, listen, congratulations, Kai, you've done really well there, mate. Appreciate that, I'm looking forward to seeing you box again. Right, over to you guys.